G'day guys, welcome back. Now on the bench here today I've got a new drone that came in from Banggood. They just listed this one. It's called the ZD013 Pro. It's also known as the Max GPS drone, and this one is brushless. This drone does run on 5G Wi-Fi, which is also listed on the box here, as you can see. And this is very affordable actually. This drone is only around $74 Australian and $49 US with one battery. Okay, I think there is an option for obstacle avoidance. This one doesn't have it, but there's a module that fits or clips on the top there. As you can see by the design of this drone, it does look like a DJI product, doesn't it? Looks like one of their Air series drones, okay? But yeah, this one should be pretty decent for beginners. Alright, so I'm going to take it out of the box, we'll have a look at the contents of the case, and then we'll take it for a flight. Okay, so here is the case that comes with the ZD013 Pro. For a cheap drone, not a bad case actually. I've seen some pretty flimsy cases that come with these cheap drones, but this one's got like a bit of a hard sort of shell on it. So there's the contents of the case. We've got our transmitter. Let's take everything out. The drone, and we've got all this stuff in here, which is some paperwork and accessories. Okay, so let's start off with the accessories. Looks like we've got the charging cable lead, which is a micro USB to USB. I'm not going to take it out. I've got plenty of them laying around the house. We've got a screwdriver, Phillips head, and 4 leaf style props here, so enough for 2 sets of propellers or 2 motors. We have a user manual here. Looks like it's just printed here in English, this one. We also got another one on the bench which looks like the Chinese version. Very small writing though. Yeah, so here is the Chinese copy of that user manual, and we've got a leaflet here which has the QR codes for the app. Yeah, there it is there. LW Pro is what you have to download. Okay, now onto the transmitter, guys. So we've got our phone clip just there. There are no little grab handles that fold out. We've got a space here to remove the sticks. I'm just going to leave them on, there's no need to. We've got a speed switch just there, GPS mode on and off button. So if you want to fly in altitude hold mode, you can press that and you'll have no GPS assistance. Got our GPS return to home, unlock motor button, as well as take off and land. On this side we've got our on and off button. I haven't put the batteries in, but it does take 3 AA batteries. We've got our up and down tilt arrows for the camera there. Alright, so if you want to tilt it up and down. And we've got our camera button here, which does both the photos, quick press, or hold it down for a couple of seconds and it'll start taking video. This button here is the gyro calibration, as well as the magnetic compass calibration. And yeah, that's basically the controller. They do state that we're going to get about 300 meters range. That's with no interference between the drone and the controller. Alright, so here is the ZD013 Pro, and as you can see, once again, these companies always go for the DJI look-alike drones. This looks like a Mavic Air. Not a bad looking drone. Got our fold out arms, of course. You fold the rear ones forward and the front ones back, and that is the size of it. It does weigh only 170 grams, so very lightweight. You don't have to register this if you're in the United States especially. They do state that it has a 300 meters worth of range, both not only control distance but Wi-Fi, FPV as well, and that is once again with no interference. So yeah, amongst houses and that, you know, with Wi-Fi interference, you're probably not going to get that far, but we'll see. I'll take it for a range test as well. Now it does have your standard 1403 2500 kV brushless motors on these 2-piece props. The camera on the front is a 1080p, supposed to be HD, 30 frames per second camera. As you can see, it's got a servo to tilt it up and down. And they do state it's got a 110 wide angle view. On the bottom here we have the optical flow positioning camera or sensor. I believe you can switch this in the app so you can see a downward view. This would be pretty low resolution. Usually they're a 720p or 640 by 480p. It actually looks like this whole Wi-Fi module can actually detach, and as you can see, there is a wiring for the actual Wi-Fi module, Now it looks like the antenna for the Wi-Fi FPV is actually pretty long. They've just glued it in with this black goo here, so maybe not in this review video, but maybe on the range test video I might just heat that up, soften it, and actually extend that battery outside the casing. But if you have any problems with the Wi-Fi module, at least you can replace it by the look of it. So that's handy, and just clips straight in. No screws holding it or anything. Now obviously you can't see anywhere on this drone a SD card slot. You are relying solely on Wi-Fi FPV to record your photos and videos. Now the battery that comes with this drone is your pretty run-of-the-mill battery. It's got the exact same case as most of these drones that are on the market, most of these cheap drones anyway. Now on the listing it actually says it's got a 1600 milliamp hour LiPo, but if you look closely it says 3.7 volt, and see right on the edge of this little window here it's got 25. So I'm thinking there's definitely a misprint. This is a 2500 milliamp hour LiPo, and there's a misprint on the actual Banggood listing. So I'm actually going to notify them of that, and hopefully they correct the listing from what it says. It says 1600, which it definitely is not a 1600 milliamp hour battery. Now I'm going to turn it on. So you can see the camera just quickly flicked up and down, calibrated itself. We've got some bright LEDs on the front as headlights, and on the arms we've got green on the front and red on the back. So anyway guys, that's pretty much it for the overview on this new ZD013 Pro Max drone. What we've got to do now is take it out and fly it and see how it performs out at the field. So I'll catch you guys there. Guys, I've got the little ZD013 GPS drone here at the field. It's getting a little bit windy out here, but we'll see how it performs on its first maiden flight. Now what we're going to do is, first off I'll do a screen recording. So I'll just get into that. 3, 2, 1. Now you should see the screen recording now. Alright, we have Wi-Fi FPV, as you can see there. And first off we want to do is, I'll just show you some of the settings here on the title screen. Got instructions, okay, so you can read through that about the app. We've got flight records, which is actually in portrait mode. Okay, we'll get out of that. We've got software settings, voice prompt, firmware upgrade, electronic anti-shake, I'll leave that on, and I'll put the photo correction on. And we've got the flight preparation. Now I did try to compass calibrate it through here, but it didn't work. So it does work for the horizontal calibration though. Alright, so if I want to do the compass calibration, just press the button and the lights are flashing. Okay, so let's do that. There's one beep. Now it looks like it's just slowly flashing now. Maybe there's no second beep on this one. Alright. Okay, so looks like we've got 18 satellites here. What does it say on the app? Does it say anything on the app? It says 30 on the app. Okay. Alright, so anyway, let's press record. Okay, that's it. Put it up in the air. See how it hovers. Okay, not too bad. Let's just check the camera. I can lower it and raise it up. Okay, and let's take it out. It does say it runs on 5G Wi-Fi. As you can see, it's pretty choppy. How far are we out? We're 144 meters out, it's saying here, on both the app as well as the transmitter. Take it a bit further out towards the end of the field. Okay, saying we're nearly 300 meters away. Push it a bit further. Okay, 321 meters away it's saying. So I'm going to hit the GPS home return button here. See how it goes coming back. We're a fair way out there. It says it's returning on the screen. And wow, that's pretty quick. It's already back above my head just about. Slow that camera. There we are. Spun around. I like how it faces the way of the home point rather than some drones that just come back in reverse. Let's see if it can land in my little hoop here, my landing pad. Alright, so it's slowed down there. I think it might land on the case. Oh no, just missed it. That's not too bad. That's about 1.5 meters away, or about maybe 3.5 feet. It's not too bad. Alright, so well, let's raise that camera up. It's facing the ground. Okay. Alright, so let's is that still recording? Stop that recording. Hold it down. Alright. Let's take it up again. Just done another horizontal calibration there. So usually you take off with these drones, it's a habit of mine. Most drones pull 2 sticks down and out, but you can actually do the gyro calibration. So every time you want to take off, you have to use the unlock motor button here. Actually quick press it. Alright, and we're off again. So that's how you take off with this one. It's just a quick 1 button push. Alright, so let's check out some of the features here. Let's see if the follow me will work. If I can get it open. Doesn't look like it's doing anything. What about surround mode? Does that work? Okay. I'm just going to press one of these. See if it works. Maybe I have to push it to the side. No. Let's try again. Press that. Enter. It doesn't look like it wants to work. No. Alright. How about waypoints? Now we have the map out here. So zoom that out a bit. And I'll just pick a few waypoints here. I'm going to send it up a bit higher. So I'll miss any trees. Alright, send it up a bit higher again. Let's see if that works. No, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, so not too sure what's going on with this app. It's not doing any of the features. Alright, well, let's try that again. You can do up to 8. And it's not doing anything, so Yeah, that's rather disappointing. Whole point of having a GPS drone is to be able to use some of the flight features. Alright, let's get out of that. Also cancel the waypoint mission there. Well, let's try the different speed rates then. Speed rate 2. Might as well try recording while I'm doing this. So yeah, so far none of the features work. Follow me didn't even respond. Circle mode and waypoints didn't even work. Not too sure why. Looks like I've got flashing headlights already too. So what, is this the is that why they're not working? I don't know. Speed rate 3. Not too bad speed. Go to speed rate 1. Yeah, that's pretty slow in speed rate 1. So there is a difference in speeds. You can see there, I'm in speed rate 3. And it's got more authority, more pitch. But as you can see here, I've got flashing lights already, which indicates to me that it's probably already in LVC mode. This little 1600 milliamp hour battery, and it actually indicating here on the app that the battery is pretty low, as well as on my transmitter here. It's flashing between 1 to 3 bars. It's not, nothing's working here as far as follow features. Let's try that again. It's not even responding to the follow. Circle. Alright. Yeah, see, it's not working. Alright, maybe it's got to do with the battery life being pretty, looks like it's going to be pretty short. Alright, I'm going to send it up, just take a few photos while I got some time here. Definitely get that flight time. I think it's going to be pretty short. I'm going to turn off the recording and just take some quick photos. Might do it via the app. It's supposed to be a 1080p camera. Okay, I took a few photos there. Let's just send it out, see if it's got a geofence already. No, it doesn't have a geofence. It's flying way down the field here. There's no geofence. Has frozen up on me, but we're back out to about, it says 436. There's a crow that's looking at it out there. But let's do another home return. See if it can land closer to the home point. Done big loop. It's over there at the moment. I just got out of that home return. So instead of directly coming back to me, it's gone over towards the houses and trees. So I just got out of that just by giving it a stick input. Get higher than that pole there. Okay. So we've got low battery now, low voltage. So yeah, as I suspected, the flight time, being such a small 1S battery, it's not that great. So it looks like this drone, if you happen to purchase this one, you definitely want to get more than one battery. And perhaps some of the batteries that I bought off AliExpress that are double the capacity. So that's the flight time, guys. Is it gonna land or what? It's landed pretty much the same distance as it did the first time around. A little bit closer, about a meter away now. Alright, so that's the flight time, guys. I'm going to turn this transmitter off. Yeah, very short flight time. It does fly pretty well. I'm not too sure what happened on that last home return. It did go off its path there. Yeah, relatively cheap drone. I guess it's not too bad for beginners. It's around the $49 US or around $70 Australian. You definitely want to get more than one battery. I suggest for this particular drone you want to get the aftermarket batteries that I'll link in the descriptions. So anyway, it was pretty disappointing that none of the flight features worked with this drone. I don't know if it was because the early LVC warning or not, or the app is just simply not that great for this particular drone. I mean, a beginner could always learn on it and take a little bit of video as well and some photos. But if you want a drone that has, you know, follow me, circle mode or waypoints to work, well, I'd say skip this one and maybe look for something else, you know, a little bit more expensive, maybe under the $100 price range. This one currently sits at around $49 US or 75 Australian dollars. But anyway, guys, I'll leave a link in the description below to Banggood, who sent this out for review. And yeah, until next time, guys, enjoy the hobby as always, have fun, and I'll catch you on the next video.